Hi, this is Elizabeth Cermak from Your Highest Lights, Life Coach and Training with the World Coach Institute, and I am here today. Before I started the video, I just had to show you guys this beautiful dress. We're talking about beautiful things that we've attracted into our lives, and this beautiful dress is something that I've attracted into my life, so I have to show it to you. And I know it looks crazy, but I will explain later why I am wearing the dress. You see the back too. So the dress has a little bit of magic in it, and I'm going to talk to you and tell you about it and the story behind it, because it really pertains to what I'm going to talk to you about today. Okay, so let me fix this really fast. And I have some notes today because I really have, I have a lot to share. Okay, so this is video 2.5 in the 3-part series of aligning yourself with the universe in order to reach your highest light and attract more beautiful things into your life. And our first video, we talked about an attitude of gratitude. So changing that vibration to the attitude of gratitude, noticing everything around you that you already have to be so thankful for. And I'm going to be offering something later that's going to go in more depth here, but this is really the basic steps that we're going to start with. So number one, the step was the attitude of gratitude. Number two, number two was creating space in our minds to allow more beautiful thoughts to enter. So this is where we let our minds fly. We let our minds go where we think something that might be impossible is possible. It's where we can let all doubt go. We can let go of all that stuff. And so that's where we allow more beautiful things to enter our minds, and through that more beautiful things can enter our world. So the very important step that I had forgotten that's what this video is going to be about is acting on those more beautiful thoughts. So in order for the universe to know that you're serious, you have to act on it, okay? So whatever the beautiful thing that entered your mind, this was given to you, this was a gift to you by the universe, given to you in the space that you created. And your job then is to do something about it. If you don't do something about it, if you don't act on it, it'll go away. So I don't care what it is, whatever it could be something simple that came to you that could make your life just a little bit better. It could be texting a friend to go to dinner, so go ahead and send that text. It could be signing up for a dating website, do it, sign up, okay? It could be doing a blog, start writing. It could be that you want to write a book, write something down. It could be doing the video blog, write down some ideas about it. Do something to kind of get it in motion, to get that momentum going. That is the step that we forgot about. It's the step, it's the most important step. It's to act on those thoughts. As most people know who know me, my husband and I are huge Beatles fans. My husband's the hugest Beatles fan, and I am also a Beatles fan, and big Paul McCartney fans. And so we've watched like all their interviews, and there's one story that Paul McCartney always talks about, and it's so beautiful. He talks about the song Yesterday, and we all know that song. Everybody knows that song, and such a beautiful, beautiful song. And he actually dreamed that song. So that song came to him in a dream. He woke up in the morning and thought, he had it in his head, and he asked somebody, he thought the song already existed, and he found out, no, it doesn't already exist, I need to write it. So he said that was given to him. In a recent interview that I watched with Paul, he said that that song was a gift given to him. And when you think about it, it was a gift given to him in the space that he created. And if he wouldn't have written down that song, we wouldn't have this beautiful song. He acted on it. He took it seriously and wrote it down. And so I want you to write your song down, whatever it is, whatever that idea is, put it into action. Okay, so so that's the step that we're going to talk about today, is putting those beautiful thoughts into action. So I have to look at my notes a little bit, because I really do not want to miss anything, because it's really important today. Okay, so as you guys know, as I've already said, we're huge Paul McCartney fans, and probably the reason why I'm talking about this a lot in this video is because it's Paul McCartney season for my husband and I and all those fans on the run out there, meaning that this coming Friday is Paul's first show in the United States. So my husband and I are going to be flying to Miami to see Paul McCartney. and we're gonna be seeing him a bunch this summer, so it's kind of, the excitement's building, okay? So that's kind of why I'm talking about this today, but it applies to the stuff that I'm talking about, so it actually goes perfectly with what we're talking about. So my husband and I are huge fans, such huge fans that at one point we were brought on stage with Paul McCartney. And so I have the picture, I have to show you. This is my husband and I on stage with Paul. This picture was taken by Paul McCartney's photographer, MJ Kim. Gotta love him, we love MJ, thank you MJ Kim. So that instance, that beautiful moment that happened, actually happened through the steps that I'm giving you. I mean, it was the universe that brought us to that beautiful light in our lives, but it's the steps that I'm giving you and the steps that I followed in order for that to even happen. So, which brings me to this dress, which is another Paul McCartney story. So these stories can be applied to anything. You don't have to be a Beatles fan, you don't have to be a Paul McCartney fan. My husband might think there's something wrong with you if you're not a Beatles fan or if you don't like the Beatles, but I do not judge, it's okay. So my ideas can be applied to anything, but these are just how I have applied them to my life. So, okay, so this brings me to how this dress came about. So after that all happened, when we were on stage with Paul and all that happened, this was last year, and we were getting all excited and getting ready to go see him again last summer. And I always like to get dressed up for the concerts. My husband and I like to get dressed up, and you know, when we go places and stuff like that. And so I wanted the perfect dress to wear to this concert. I wanted something perfect to wear. And I was stuck, you know, I had all these ideas for, like, I wanted to get some Beatles fabric, and I wanted to, you know, I was trying to find people if they could make me a dress. Nobody was interested, it was just not happening. So I was like, okay, you know, kind of let it go for a little while. And one night during the summer, it was about a year ago, my husband and I decided, we had a Groupon for this like really fancy restaurant. Well, it was really fancy to us, it was fancy. And so we got all dressed up, pretended like we were somebody special, and went to this restaurant, and just really, it was so cool. You know, I just remember it being such a peaceful night, and really that night I focused on gratitude, the first step that we have in this series of aligning ourselves with the universe. I remember focusing on gratitude and just getting myself in that mode of gratitude, being so thankful for everything, no matter what happens. And it was a beautiful night. And so we came home, and I was still thinking about what I wanted to wear to the concert. And so what I did was I visualized having the perfect dress in my closet. I didn't know what the dress was gonna look like, but I just felt the feeling of having what that perfect dress would be. And so, but I still didn't know how I was gonna get there. I had no idea how I was gonna get it. So what I did was, and you can do this too, I used my husband's, and because he's super creative, and I asked him to do the second step for me, which is creating space in your mind, allowing more beautiful things to enter. I asked him to go meditate on it, I asked him to go meditate on it, and, you know, just let his mind fly. No limits, what it is that he thinks that I should wear to this concert, okay? We're not gonna worry about how it's gonna be made, nothing, just what should it look like. And so he went out in our beautiful backyard, I remember it, and he came back in and he's like, I know what you should do. He said that you should have a dress that has Paul McCartney's new album cover on it. And I'm gonna show you the album cover because I've got it right here. And it's new, so if you could see it, okay? And so his idea was to have a dress that has the new album cover on it, and that it would have a reflective new that Paul could see from the stage, so he could see that we loved his new album. And I thought, oh, it's never gonna work. I've worked with so many like people who make clothes and stuff like that, and nothing ever is working out. So I really thought that deep down, but but right away I acted on it, even though I had the doubt. So that's my point, is that it's okay to have doubt about it, still act on it. So right away I went on Etsy and I found somebody who I thought might be able to make it. I emailed her. I fully expected her response to be like, I don't know how to do that. I can't make that. Guess what? She responded right away back, all excited about it. So I built on her excitement about it, and she made me this beautiful dress. And that's something too, when you're aligned with the universe, you're excited, you're inspired, okay? So to make a long story short, she made me this dress. My husband, we loved it, you know, and I ended up, a long story short, I ended up going to see Paul McCartney in St. Louis, about 40,000 people at the concert, and Paul McCartney told me that he liked my dress at the concert. So it was crazy. It's just a magical, magical thing that happened. And so, you know, by following these steps. So it could be anything. It could be anything that you want. And also, I have to say this too, I'm not a big, I'm a huge law of attraction person, but I'm not big on visualizing exactly what it is that you want. You know, I didn't know that this was the dress I wanted. I didn't know that I really wanted Paul McCartney to tell me that he liked my dress. I mean, I didn't really have that whole perfect scenario in mind. Like a lot of law of attraction people will tell you, oh, you need to visualize exactly what's going to happen. And I don't think we know what's going to happen. I think the universe is going to give it to us if we allow it. So I think what we need to focus on is the best possible time for everybody. What is the highest for everybody? What is the best possible time for everybody involved? And, you know, if it works out that it's kind of that it is what you want, it will be what you want. The universe is going to give you what you want. So let's not even go there. That night I would have been thrilled because I just had this beautiful dress and I had this beautiful husband and I was having such a beautiful time. It really didn't even matter. That was just like added to the miracle of the whole thing. And it was really quite magical. So, yeah, I'm not big on picturing exactly what it is that you want. I'm big on just trying to have the best possible time for everybody involved. So that could be, you know, if you're going on a vacation, it could be going to a concert, you could be going to another concert, and you want like to just imagine yourself having, and that's what I did in that concert before we were on stage. I was dealing with so much anxiety at that time in my life that I just wanted to be able to let go and just have the best time of my life, and at a concert with all those people, which usually would create so much anxiety for me. And I had a prayer that I said the whole night, you know, show me the limitless power of my peace. Show me the limitless power of my peace. And I said that prayer all night. My goal was really just to have the best time I could ever have at a concert. And show me the limitless power of my peace. That prayer led me to be on stage with Paul. So, I mean, think about how powerful my peace is. That's not necessarily a peaceful place to be, but it sure is a powerful place to be. So it just is amazing, the power of the universe. So whatever it is that you want, if you want to go on vacation, just imagine what it would be like if you had the best time. What would it be for you just to have the best time of your life? Because when you're happy, when you're inspired, when you're being creative, these are the times when you are aligned with the universe and aligned with your highest self. Okay, so that's my wish for you today. I'm looking sure, I just want to make sure that I got everything covered. You know, okay, so tell me below, I want to know about the beautiful thoughts that entered your mind, the beautiful things that you want in your life, and tell me how you're going to act on them. What are you going to do to act on them? And if you don't want to keep it public, that's okay. You don't have to. You could always email me to Elizabeth@yourhighestlight, and I will keep that email confidential if that's what you would like. So I would love to hear from you about how this is working for you. Remember the steps. Don't forget them. Get yourself in the energy of gratitude. Make room for something beautiful. Act on it. Gratitude. Energy of gratitude. Huge, huge, huge energy of gratitude. Really feel it. Make room for something beautiful, which means get rid of the stuff that you don't need, all the worry, all the anxiety, all the judgments in your mind, judgments of yourself and others. I couldn't, you know, if I was judging myself, I wouldn't be able to wear this dress. So feeling the gratitude, making room for something beautiful, acting on it. Those are the 3 steps. And then the last step is going to be about letting it go. And that's what we're going to talk about next time. I'm thinking because my husband and I are going to be in Miami, I might do the video on Miami Beach. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I'll probably have to use my headphones and stuff so you can hear me, but that's where I think I want to do my final video. Oh, that Prudence is here and she's having a nightmare. I don't know if anybody heard that. So that's gonna be our next video, and I'm actually gonna be offering something later on with my coaching training that's going to talk about all these steps more into detail. She's freaking out. She's having a nightmare. Feel bad. Wake up, Prudence. Okay, so we're gonna end as we always do with a tarot card reading, and I have a bunch of oracle and tarot cards, mostly Doreen Virtue, and I have a lot of them out here today. And I just wanted to say too, if you guys have any preferences for the next video, if there's a certain deck that you would like me to use, let me know. I'm gonna tell you real fast. I have Life Purpose, the Life Purpose deck. I have Romance, a romance deck. I have the Goddess Guidance deck. I really like this one. It's pretty cool. Angel Therapy. Archangel Raphael Healing cards. And then this one's really good. It's Angel Answers. They kind of give like a yes or no if you're looking for a yes or no answer. I'm not huge into doing that, but I will do it. So if you have a preference for the next video, let me know. Okay, so I think we've been doing the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So I think what we're going to do this time, I don't know, I have, I think that we should be doing the Life Purpose. Something's telling me to do the Life Purpose cards because I think we've been talking a lot about careers and stuff like that. So we're gonna do the Life Purpose cards. This is for anybody who's watching. So anybody who is looking for, maybe have had some questions about their life purpose, this is for you. Okay, they're not coming up easily today. That's okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for it to show which one it wants to tell us. I think I'm seeing one. Okay. Travel. I'm getting this so much lately. It's crazy. I've had some people ask me to do some readings, and travel, it just seems to be coming up a lot. So this card says travel, and it says your life purpose involves traveling. So my husband and I are going to be traveling coming up. I know a lot of Paul fans are going to be traveling coming up. A lot of people, you know, they're coming into jobs where it's really exciting and that they are going to be traveling. So if you're watching this is for you. Your life purpose involves traveling. How cool. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm gonna see you next week, and we're gonna go over this one more time because I really want these steps drilled in your brain. The first step is gratitude, feeling that gratitude. Go out to dinner like I did, you know, get dressed up, feel how great life is. The first step is gratitude. Second step is making space for something beautiful. Third step is acting on it. Gratitude, make space, act on the beautiful, whatever beautiful thoughts you have. Okay, and next time we're going to be talking about letting go. So I'm going to wake up Prudence, who's having some horrible nightmare right now, and I'm going to have her say goodbye to everybody. I love you guys. Peace and love. See you next week.